high quality pictures because, you know.
Quit bursting.
That's like the most unfortunate thing.
Two
Most
of them are
Pokemon
ass.
games always have good music, but Unite definitely does not.
And two of them are dog water.
Which ones are dog water?
The title theme.
Pokemon Unite deadass got 2 fucking songs in the game, bro, and they play them nonstop.
That's crazy.
They play them nonstop the entire game. Holy shit!
I can think of 5 songs.
Has nobody done like a Pokemon Unite remix yet? You could use that.
Well, what's there to remix?
I don't know. Remix?
I don't know why they
Pokemon
don't.
Unite.
They should have just
As
used Pokemon
DLC,
music.
they could just use Pokemon battle themes. The games are only however minutes long. It doesn't.
We could be talking about Pokemon. I need alcohol.
Don't worry about that, Cheddars.
Yes, sir.
Hold on, who was you?
I dropped an AirPod. You
Nice,
can't catch me now, bro.
Nice.
That's how I've been. Are you gonna play tonight?
Who are you talking to?
I was asking Shofu if he was gonna stream Unite after. Is that the
Whoa.
Coast?
Zeph,
Fucking
you alright?
Mike is that, man?
Huh?
Bro,
No.
Zeph, did you go in front of a fan?
No, sorry. Discord does that weird thing where if you make like a quiet noise while you have like a fan on in the background, it'll home in on the fan like it's your voice.
Oh,
I don't know why.
I have 2 giant fans blaring in my room right now. And McDarrett said he
Discord
could not
just-
hear him. So
Discord just does that sometimes. I don't know why. It's
All right.
annoying.
Your voice is normally too loud to hear anything else, Roger.
oh, that's kind, actually.
So do you
I
guys-
take this as a compliment. That's nice.
I mean, it
Thank
is.
you.
You're very good at projecting.
We haven't
Thank
started the
you.
show yet, right?
No.
Mm-mm.
All right, bet. Do you guys dunk your fries into condiments or pour condiments over your fries?
Are you
Hey,
stupid?
this is
Pour 'em over.
podcastable. What are you
What?
doing? Hold on. That's podcastable. We're gonna
That's
wait.
not podcastable.
That's not.
Yeah.
There's only one
If
correct
you-
answer.
If you
You
pour
dunk-
this shit all over your fries, you're
for
a
it.
savage monster.
Like,
I
Yeah,
guess
go for it,
I'm
bro.
a barbarian.
I
man.
knew it. I knew it.
What?
I knew
McDarrett, why
McDarrett
you
did that
always gotta
shit.
be different?
I knew it. I could have
If you're
called
squeezing
it.
Wait,
Ketchup,
McDarrett, you
one
put
french
you
fry
put
at
the
a
condiments on
time.
top of your
Wait,
fries?
no, we gotta save it.
No,
We gotta save
hold
it.
it. Hold it down.
That is actually good. We gotta
Wait,
save
wait,
that.
wait.
Nah, this is not good.
Ain't no way he said that.
I did.
No, just hold it down.
Bro,
Hold it
what's
down.
wrong with you, bro?
No,
Why
no,
you-
hold
What
it
do you mean?
down.
There's nothing wrong with that.
That's cap.
It depends on the
It's
type
not
of
as
fries.
efficient, man.
And okay, but what fries are we talking about? Because if it's like fast food fries, just eat those. I don't use condiments. But if it's like fries I got like from a local place that they come in like a little carry-out box, I'll just
No,
put
no,
ketchup
we're talking
and
about
hot
this
sauce
podcast.
over them, and you use a fork.
Fidel, you're gonna
Bro,
live today.
what the absolute
Yes,
fuck
sir.
is going on in here?
Look, Chauffeur, just go
How
ahead
you
and
doing, my
deafen, bro.
dude?
You got to deafen, bro.
Everything he does is ass backwards. I'm tired of this.
I'm just
It's
living
your-
my life,
That is
man.
your man's. That is your man's.
Everything he
Indeed I am.
does is wrong.
I'm just living my life.
This is
Meanwhile-
crazy.
What do you mean? Why a fork? Like, there's ketchup all over them and hot sauce.
Then why not just pick them up and dip them in the ketchup?
I don't know. Again, it depends. If I'm gonna
Depends
eat
on
them that
what?
way, it depends on the type of fries I'm having and where I am. If I'm just eating them at home, I'll probably just pour it over.
You're a fucking freak.
The only time I have had food like that is when I'm being Canadian and eating poutine.
Yes,
But, like,
sir.
Yeah, because there's fucking gravy all over that shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna eat that with my hands like a freak.
Look, go ahead. Go ahead and start the fucking show,
Gravy
man.
and cheese
I've ever
everywhere.
seen.
Jesus
I don't think I've ever seen
Christ.
somebody eat a poutine with their hands.
Oh, yeah,
We're
because
we're
if they
not.
did, they
No,
should
no,
be
no, no, no. We're
fucking
saving this. We're
brought
saving
to
this.
the
Hold on.
Town Plaza in Stone.
That's facts, bro.
God damn it.
I'm a content machine. No one can tell me otherwise.
But it just had to be McDarrett.
No,
It's
like,
always
why'd
McDarrett.
you
I
you have to
swear-
have
McDarrett every
Swear,
time.
bro. I
Why?
It's just the way it is. It's the
Question?
way it is, man.
Before I asked that question, I was like, Yo, bro, it's probably if it's either Fidel or McDarrett. It's
Why?
probably McDarrett.
Fidel.
I said that shit.
Don't say
That's
Fidel
just
like
the
that.
way it is.
Like you
Yeah,
didn't
right.
say what you said the other day.
Right.
What-
and
what-
and
what
don't
did
think
I
you're
say?
safe either. You're not
What
safe.
did I say?
No,
Yeah,
no,
all
we're
right.
gonna get to
No,
that.
here's
That's
the
podcast.
thing.
No,
We're
we
gonna
don't
get to that.
Look at this
Hold on.
podcast.
Hold
Look,
it
look,
down.
I agree.
We're
I'll
gonna
kick
get
off
to it.
the
We're gonna get
podcast
to
with
it.
it.
Hold it
Hold
down.
We're gonna get to it.
I know there's a group of freaks.
What?
What?
I need alcohol. I'm not drunk enough for
Give me
this.
some too, bro.
That's cap.
What you mean that's cap?
That's cap.
Huh?
If you wanted somebody to get you somebody, I've never in my life seen you drink any alcohol ever.
Yeah, and bro, did you not hear what McDarrett just said?
Okay,
Give
no,
me some
you're-
fucking alcohol, bitch.
Hey, go ahead and hit up Matt, bro.
That's not even.
Hook
That's
you
not
up.
something to drink to. What?
There's gonna be
Yes, it is.
alcohol on his fries.
They're not drinking to
We're
it.
not
They're
drinking to it. We're
because of
drinking
it.
because of it.
Did you just take
And that's even either way.
Yes, McDarrett, your behavior causes Shofu to drink. I just want you to know that.
Not even the craziest thing I've done. Like, what?
And that's the saddest part.
The craziest thing McDarrett's ever done that I've seen is set his alarm. First of all, no, hold on, I got a couple.
No,
Oh,
hold it
boy.
down.
No, we gotta save this. Wait, save this.
This is McDarrett's moments.
We're live right
Wait,
now.
I've seen
we're
the
live
crazy-
already. Wait, we gotta.
It's
save
take
it,
four,
save it. Play the
four
intro.
full
Play the intro.
hours
We
to
gotta
eat a
do this.
salad.
This is so good. This is good. You
Hey,
gotta
hold it
save
down.
this.
Hold it down. Hold
More
it
than
down.
4 hours.
He took 4 full hours to eat a goddamn salad, bro.
You're having a conversation.
What?
Oh, I wish I was kidding.
4 hours,
Was the
man.
fucking
I
salad
remember this
wilting?
story from a few years ago. I feel
we
like
just
I
need to-
remember this.
It's
We
not
just
going
need-
anywhere.
We just need to roll the intro.
I've seen McDarrett sleep
Please
for
roll the intro.
14
Please
hours
roll the
straight.
intro.
Oh my god.
That has
We
to
just
be
need to-
cap. When have I ever lied?
That's
Wait,
cap.
Name one time I've ever lied
No.
to my wife.
This same story was told before, so I don't think it's a lie.
It's not a lie.
None. Yeah, it's
I
not a
remember you
lie.
mentioning it before, for sure.
Get low was there.
Yeah, Get Low was there.
That's just so tough, bro. It's just so tough.
All right. I mean,
Start this damn show, man.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Japan Time podcast for August 3rd, 2021. I'm your host, I almost said Shofu, Rogers Base, and I'm joined by my co-host, Shofu. What's going on, Shofu? There you go. That's right. And I'm making a new mixtape, and that's going to be on my YouTube channel very, very soon. I'm doing some remixes with Peso Pete and with Tito. It's going to be really good. So joining us this week, we have an almost full show. First and foremost, we have Mr. I'm leaving Japan Time to make an anime podcast, Coastword. What's going on, Coastword?
Oh my
Never
god.
said that, but
Hey, bro.
where the Nintendo gamers at?
I don't
I
blame
didn't
him.
even hear what I said earlier. My bad.
Now, I know you didn't
Mike
say
was
you're
muted.
leaving Japan Time, but I'm curious, like, will the anime podcast be part of the Japan Time network on Spotify? Is that what we're planning with this?
Fucking no.
Time Network.
They're trying network.
You have a network?
Yeah,
We
what
got
is
an LLC. We got
we're an
we gotta make some
MCM?
moves.
What's going on?
An MCM now? Where does money come from?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Well, it's all my money's coming from Pokemon Unite tournaments, thanks to Tito, aka Master Level Wigglytuff. What's going
That's
on, Tito?
Talk to him. All right, well, we got some things I got to talk about, so I'm actually in a pretty serious mood, but we'll talk about it in a second.
Yeah, I'm sure we will, because next up we have Mr. Everything He Does Is Wrong, McDarrett. What's going on,
Now
McDarrett?
listen.
Okay, now.
I saw
I can't-
McDarrett take 4 full hours to eat a salad, bro. He took a single bite of that salad every 30 minutes.
We
And I
were
wish-
talking. Do you want me to talk
were
with food
ta-
in my mouth?
Bro,
Like,
what?
What do you want? What do you want from me, man?
Bro.
Wait,
I'm
so it took
eating.
him 8 bites to eat a salad?
My food is getting eaten.
Options.
It's
I'm about
a
to snap.
salad. It's
I'm
a
about to
salad.
snap.
It's not going anywhere.
Now,
It's fine.
the other crazy things I see McDarrett do is sleep for 16 full hours,
God.
Wish I was kidding.
Look, sometimes you just
The
need
other crazy thing I seen him do, we had to get up for pools one time at a tournament, and his alarm went off, and it was fucking screamo, and he slept
okay,
through.
wait. It's not. It's not. It's not screamo. That song is not screamo.
Wait. Not only was
You keep
screamo,
saying this. It is not screamo.
He slept through it. He slept through his screamo alarm.
It's not screamo.
And on top of that, you be pouring condiments on top of your fries.
That's
Yeah, it depends on the fries, but yeah.
No, shut up. You're a freak.
I don't even remember what else, bro. There's a lot.
I remember when Xenoverse came out, he casually streamed it for 26 hours without announcing a 24-hour stream or anything. He just
Oh my god.
That's not weird. That's not weird. I almost did that with Breath of the Wild when it came out.
For me, that's
but with Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
Bro, I was top 20. I was top 20.
He was great. He was grinding, bro. I can't be mad at that.
Doing pretty good.
I was going to say real quick, the voice you guys are hearing, by the way, right now, that is Poutine Hands Zeph. What's going on, Zeph?
Poutine Hands?
That boy Zeph be eating poutine with his bare hands. He be scooping it up.
Oh my god.
Sound like a fucking pirate.
Looking at.
Hey, don't say that. Hey, who did that?
Fidel, hold on, wait.
Fidel,
You're not talking, man.
Let me get. I got him, Shofa. Go ahead.
Hold on, now, Fidel.
Yeah, I got you. Hey, what's up?
Now, what did you come into my fucking call? Or no, sorry. What did you come into my chat and say the other day, bro?
So listen, I want to play Pokemon Unite. You had the full team, so I was like, okay, you know what? If I can't be on the squad tonight, I'm gonna say some shit, okay? So I came up in the chat and I asked a very important question. Right? I asked, right, if Gardevoir pulls up, right, it's 3 a.m. What are you doing? It's just a question.
What the fuck does that mean, bro?
Okay,
are you some type of freak?
Which
all I'm saying,
he said that, and then would you like to repeat what I said? What did I say?
I'm sure what you said was something along these lines.
Tito said you're off the
Hold on, wait.
and I was right
off the podcast.
And I acknowledged his decision as a co-CEO of Japan Time.
That's right.
I gave him the authority to make that decision on the spot. So what you doing here, bro?
Listen, bro. It was a simple question. You could have just said nothing. You could have just said, I'm not going to open the door.
What are you doing here?
Bro, you could have just not asked the question in the first place. I wanted to ask. I felt like it was an important question to ask, man.
Why is it important? Wait, hold on. Why is it important?
I need to know, you know what I mean? I just want to know.
Why?
Why do we need to know?
He's gone. Anyway, so
thank you. Continue.
That's well, hold on. Since Fidel came back in, I very quickly want to say the other thing that Tito said, because I don't know where he is right now. He's in the stage or something. I want to repeat this list of insults. Actually, these weren't written by Tito. They were written by me, but I think Fidel deserves it. Fidel, the puny, slack-jawed, whiffy, forgettable, generic, pretzel, chicken, cowardly, unremarkable, smelly, whiny, annoying, disrespectful, snot-nosed, spiteful,
I'm not
ugly,
constipated looking kid. What? I'm a what?
You're a constipated looking kid, bro, along with a bunch of other adjectives I just went through.
Talk to that nigga.
You look like a toothbrush that fell in some dog hair, bro.
What?
You might be right.
I'm gonna go get some
Smelling dog hair.
That's crazy.
Hey, what's good, Viram?
Yeah, Viram, aka S-tier art retweeter. I've been seeing you retweet some really great art recently on Twitter, Viram. So shout outs to you. Respecting the artists. Retweet the source.
That's how I vibe, you know. I just saw a picture of Nagoriyuki as a bunny, and it actually just made my ear. I'm gonna link it in the chat. You know, I'm gonna share it with everybody. Hope you all have a good day, chat.
I need to play that game again. I haven't played that game in a while.
And last but not least, we have the head of @Team Japan Time on Twitter, the one, the only, Mr. Warchamp7. What's going on, Warchamp?
I feel way too normal to be here tonight.
You said you feel what?
Normal.
You said you feel normal, Orchamp. We all know you're not normal.
I'm way too sober to be here tonight.
Okay, well, Orchamp, your mic's kind of quiet, man.
I'll bump it up.
All right, say something.
Hello.
There you go. That sounds good.
I'll turn you up a little bit on Discord too.
Unlike Fidel.
What? Damn.
Nothing. So anyway, what we have a lot to talk about this week.
Hello?
With Pokemon Unite pretty much taking over all of our lives. This will most likely be a mostly Pokemon Unite show. We do have other news stories, actually quite a few to get through. But considering the fact that Shofu, how many hours have you streamed of Pokemon Unite already?
I don't know, a lot. Too goddamn many.
A lot. So there's a lot of topics we want to get through. Obviously, there's an update that recently was announced for Pokemon Unite. We could start there. We could start with maybe the current tier list. Whatever you guys want to start with. You know what? Actually, let's start there. Let's start with who do you think are currently the best Pokemon
Listen,
in
bro.
Pokemon Unite in the world?
I got you already.
As the most qualified person in here to talk about
Wait, what do you mean most? Wait.
Hey,
What do you mean most
Hey,
qualified?
wait, McDad, what rank are you, bro?
Huh? What at the? Oh, you
What
like that?
rank
Master,
are you,
bro?
bro?
I have played rank 3 times.
So what rank
basically
are you?
ultra rank. I played
Shofu?
3 times.
What rank are you?
Bro, master rank doesn't mean shit. Are you joking?
So what rank are you though?
I'm veteran. That shit doesn't
All right,
matter
then
though.
pipe down, buddy.
I played rank 3 times. 3 times. Like
What rank are
what?
you? Trevor, what rank are you?
Played the game
What?
3
I'm
times.
in Masters, man.
Oh, that's crazy. Me too, bro. That's crazy.
How can you possibly say Masters rank doesn't mean shit when you're over here playing standard games all day? What do you mean?
Because I'm just playing the video game.
What?
Like what?
You ain't playing the video game?
It's definitely
Yeah.
different up there, bro. 100%. It is definitely different.
I've played versus master players and I've played in master lobbies.
All right, so what
same
rank
shit.
are you then?
Bro, it's the same. Okay, that's cool. Don't worry about that. We'll fix that.
How they got you as the top Cinderace and you're not even playing ranked? That shit don't even make sense.
Because it counts everything. I'm
shit
number
don't
1.
even make
What you
sense.
gonna say to me? What you gonna say to me though?
Wait, are
Bro,
you
you're
legitimately
number
number
one in
one?
veteran? That doesn't even make sense.
Oh, what you gonna
Whoa,
say to
whoa,
me?
whoa, whoa.
I'm
You're top
number 1.
Cinderace in veteran? That doesn't make any
Master
sense.
Wins.
Master Cinderace trainer, by the way.
That doesn't make any sense.
What'd you get the Splatoon jacket? That looks awesome.
I just got it recently.
Now, anyways,
That's cool
if you want a
looking.
tier list from me,
Let's hear it.
I mean, Cinderace is clearly the best character, no question. Everybody's talking about Gengar. Fucking Critical uploaded a 49 kill game against 10-year-olds, and everybody lost their fucking shit. Gengar's broken. No, it's Cinderace, bro. Cinderace is the most busted character, free, no question.
And why
Now-
is that? Just because of the range of the attacks?
He does a shit ton of damage. He can avoid moves with Feint. He can avoid moves with Blaze Kick. He does hella damage with Blaze Kick. He can beat your ass from 30 feet away. He's one of the only
He
characters
literally
that can do
does
that.
everything.
Yeah, he's
He's like an actual ADC. Like most characters that deal damage through abilities. Cinderace deals most of his damage through attacking you.
yeah.
Cinderace is number 1 then.
There's a
Who
meta.
else
There's
is
a
up there
meta
with,
team
like,
right now, and it's
Go ahead and reference that tier list I dropped right there.
The meta team is Cinderace, Eldegoss, Ninetales, Snorlax, and Lucario, and those 5 are probably the best characters.
Why Lucario? That's surprising. I
Bro,
rarely
Lucario
Power
is-
Punch
Lucario's
does
early game is
ridiculous.
crazy.
Lucario is fucking crazy.
Lucario's early game is nuts. He can
Like he hits level 5 and he can literally delete someone.
Does
then
he
his
start as
passive-
Riolu or does he evolve
No,
into Lucario?
there's no baby Pokemon
Lucario.
at all. So no Riolu, no Pichu,
Oh.
no Mime Jr.,
Okay.
no Munchlax.
That's a little weird that they don't have Mime Jr. and
You just
Peach.
don't want babies to get their ass beat.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I would
they
assume, I mean, if you have the basic forms.
Yeah, but the basic forms aren't really the babies. They just didn't put in any of those.
And Mr.
Honestly-
Mime, it's kind of weird they put in Mr. Mime and not like the Galarian one that could evolve.
Honestly,
What's-
after those 5, it doesn't even matter to me. Honestly, Machamp and Gengar are probably the next 2 I'd put after those 5.
I was gonna say you uploaded a Machamp video that was pretty fun to watch, like where you had submission and close combat and bulk up. Even like when I'm playing on my own is really good as like an early Machop. You can just take out a lot of different little creepers on the ground and knock out opponents. Machamp's fun.
He is a. I don't even want to talk about a tier list. We need to talk about other things about this trash ass game. Now,
Go ahead,
listen,
yeah. Feel free,
Pokemon
please.
Unite
Go.
gotta be the worst fucking game. That's the most fun I've ever played in my life. Bro.
Yeah, it's so
Oh
fun,
my
dude.
God. It's
got
very,
20
very
hits,
fun.
It's so fun.
Despite the glaring issues, it's a very fun game regardless. So they really got something there. Hopefully one day they fix all the incredible amounts of bullshit inside of it. But they still got something there. They got one, man. They got one.
I mean, to be fair, the way you're describing it actually kind of sounds like Gen 5, Gen 6 Pokemon. Right?
Don't
When we were
do
playing
that.
and they were I mean, no, but what I'm saying is like they were obviously broken mechanics of the game.
My hands are up. My hands are up
right now.
My hands are so up right now.
My
like
hands
it's
are in
incredible.
the sky.
I'm touching the ceiling right now.
Oh
Wait,
my God.
why is everyone saying shut up? Why am I capping? Wait, I'm being serious because obviously Pokemon back in the day was a lot of fun. Gen 4, Gen 5, Gen 6, but obviously there was RNG. There were a lot of things in those games that were obviously broken, but we were having fun anyway. So
the issue a lot of Pokemon
No. See, you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. I'm not even talking about the game itself.
Yeah.
The game is so buggy. It crashes all the time. You disconnect out of nowhere.
Oh,
there's
got
random
it.
shit happening all the time. I saw a fucking Cramorant get thrown from his base in the middle of the map. It's just
with Machamp, if you ever TP or flash and he grabs the space you were at, he will grab you back.
right.
Yeah, you want to see it?
It's a
I have a
very
clip.
buggy. It's just so sloppy. There's a lot. The menus are so laggy.
Menus are the
Yeah,
worst.
menus
It's
are
so
horrible.
it's
The
gross.
sub menus are ass. It's laggy.
I'm not
as
even.
shit,
I'm
like-
not even talking about the gameplay yet. Everything surrounding the gameplay is
And
the worst
let's
shit I've
not
ever seen in
forget
my life.
that scope lens was bugged in the stupidest way, and nobody knew until someone figured it out. Where if you had muscle bend and like to the left of scope lens at all, your scope lens passive didn't work. So everyone in the game was doing less damage if you ran scope lens.
Yeah.
whoa, what the heck is this you just linked, Tito?
Okay, so go ahead and click that video.
Okay.
This is the kind of shit that I'm talking about.
This
Now
is,
I
this
don't
is what
know.
I was just talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, so the way certain characters, because essentially submission is a pull move. In most MOBAs, what happens is that your character, when you pull another character, you get pulled to your current destiny, like where you currently are, not necessarily where you cast the ability. But because this game has rollback, and because the coding is so dog shit on a lot of these moves, Machamp will always pull you back if he touches you to where he touched you initially, regardless of where you are. So this guy completed his backing animation, but because he completed it within a certain number of frames, as he got caught with submission, he got pulled. He got his ass yoinked.
Bro, he
all
healed.
the way back.
He healed. He was in the base. He healed.
Yeah.
And he got snatched out of the fucking
amazing.
base.
He got yoinked all the way.
This
Only thing
is there's a lot.
slightly
There's a
similar to
lot
this
more. There's a
is
lot
like-
more stuff like this, Roger. This is why I said what I said.
This looks
Dota 2
amazing
used to
though.
have
This
a
actually
bug
looks
with
really
puns.
funny.
Yeah,
it's
it shouldn't happen though. There's
Yeah.
so much shit like this in the game.
This
It's
isn't a
impossible
rollback
for me
thing,
to
though.
take the game seriously on top of the fact that there's no information, there's no numbers. You don't know how much damage your moves do. You don't know how much HP you have. They give you literally no information. The upgrade of a move says increases the damage this move does. They don't tell you by how much. They don't say anything. I can't possibly take this game seriously competitively because of that.
Move, upgrade.
But it's still
Real
a very
quick.
fun game.
Real
Do you
quick, I
think
want to put it out
eventually?
there
Oh, go ahead.
that
Go ahead.
This isn't a rollback problem. This is not a rollback thing.
What is
This
it?
has nothing to do with rollback. Like someone said, this was a rollback problem. Like
I did, because that's
Just
well,
no.
that's how I understood that.
no, this has nothing to do with rollback.
So what is it?
This is just poor
What is
coding,
it? Yeah.
so This is just
Actually,
like
it's
there's
just
not a disjoint system in the game. It seems
Yeah.
like.
There isn't.
So like in a game like Dota, if you have like a projectile flying towards your character and then you like teleport, the projectile just like fizzles out because
Right.
like you disjointed it.
Oh, weird. Okay.
League of Legends
Unite
okay.
doesn't have that at all.
I
also doesn't have a system
figured-
like this, but it will actually break things like this.
Ah, okay, because I figured what happened was that because of the rollback, he actually got scooped but on his screen he backed. That's what I thought happened.
Looking at the clip, it looks like he's healing in the fountain, so it looks like he
Yeah.
actually hit the fountain. Unless
Okay.
that was just a visual bug and he never actually touched the fountain.
It's
So if
just
it was
like-
rollback,
no,
you wouldn't
he's
have even
there.
healed then.
It's just the
If
fact
he
that
actually
Machamp's move
starts healing,
activated, so Machamp
Then
will grab
it's
you
a
no
lack
matter
of
what.
disjoint.
Okay,
in the
okay.
game.
All right, cool. All right, I'm educated now. Thank you, sir.
That's why like the characters like Greninja, Cinderace, Gengar, who are the only ones who have moved to make them invincible, get away from
This is
that
all I
stuff.
do here.
I'm not
I
even
noticed
done.
on
I'm
that,
not even done though. Oh,
Go ahead.
No,
Please
you
keep
go.
going.
Keep
No, no.
going.
I'm just going to ask really quickly. I saw on that tier list you said not in the game yet, and there's Blastoise, Blissey, and Clefable. I
Right,
had no
so-
idea Blissey's going to be in this.
Yeah, so
Blissey.
there are certain characters that were because they had the American beta and the Japanese beta, but you also had the the super early alpha that was available.
Okay.
Blissey, or excuse me, Clefable was in the Japanese version. We got Blastoise. And
Oh.
Blissey was in development during that time. So, but Blissey, we already know what Blissey does. Blissey is going to be busted.
But yeah, Blissey's going to be a nightmare.
and we already know what Blissey does. So those three characters are for sure already exist. Gardevoir used to be in that tier list last week because she was also in previous versions of the game, but she wasn't in this game yet. So they probably stockpiled characters a little bit earlier. Blastoise is a defender, and Clefable is a support, obviously.
Can't wait for Blissey to come out for Cinderace to be even more broken.
Can't wait for Blissey to come out for Eldegoss to be irrelevant.
But
So that's the question that I had is, you were mentioning that Cinderace will be more broken. Didn't they already mention that Cinderace is getting a massive nerf in that new patch?
Okay, wait. Massive is a strong word considering they didn't give us any numbers at all.
They pulled the Smash notes where they're just
It's
like
incredible,
slight
bro.
increase, slight decrease.
They say they say his attack is lower. His some of his moves do less damage, but they don't tell
Move
us
upgrade and move downgrade.
I don't even know how much these moves do in general. So telling me that a move does less damage or his attack is lower, I don't know what that means.
Sure.
Tell you.
What? Go ahead, because I was going to say, I'm sure people out there have already done calculations and have done YouTube videos on how everything does.
It's impossible because they haven't told us. So I have theories based on things. So like, Cinderace damage. So I was like 13 to someone who's 10. Like when scope lens was bugged, I would crit someone for 700. When I fixed my scope lens position, I crit people for 1,000. So like, my thought is that the attack nerf will probably take that down to like 800. So it'll be about where he was, like, it'll be around when the scope lens was bugged.
That's a random ass number, though.
It is. It's just me theory crafting.
Exactly. 100%. Why do we even need the theory craft?
Especially,
because that's what else can you do about it?
I was going to say, it's good to have like a general idea at least of what's going on.
And like,
oh, my bad.
Oh, yeah,
go ahead.
I was gonna go the change to Blaze Kick. I think the biggest part is because late game Blaze Kick damage kind of doesn't matter. The whole point of Blaze Kick is the attack stim. Early game though, second I hit 7, I can just dive someone in their healing thing and I can just kill them because Blaze Kick.
That's
damage
another
is
thing,
ridiculous.
bro. Why does he become Cinderace at 7 and everybody else takes till like level 9 or 10?
Yeah, I actually thought they would.
10.
I thought they would nerf the evolution of when he gets Cinderace because the switch to Cinderace is so strong.
Soon.
That's crazy.
Okay, but the thing is, again, this goes to the original problem. Shofu and I, we were playing the original alpha, and we were evolving. The first question I had is, hey, I wonder if evolving is only cosmetic, or does it do anything with your stats? And
who knows, bro? We still don't know the answer.
For a lot of Pokemon, for most of them, other than Cinderace, obviously the range is the big one. It's obviously noticeable. But everybody else, when I go from Jigglypuff to Wigglytuff, am I tankier? Do I have more HP? Like I don't know. And it's inexcusable for a moment.
As somebody who only plays Talonflame, I was gonna say it does seem kind of noticeable when you evolve that you get a little bit stronger, even if you're utilizing the same moves.
Yeah, but am I stronger because my moves got stronger? Am I stronger because I'm a higher level than I was last level? Like I have no idea. I cannot see my stats to actually confirm that I'm stronger because I evolved.
I just don't know how this hasn't been data mined or anything.
It is. It's up on Cerebi.
But on Cerebi they have estimations on like their damage and shit. It's not.
But like they have like HP breakdowns per level and stuff, and attack breakdowns per level. If you click on the Pokemon.
Yeah. But I thought there were estimations on like the attack. I know the HP is exact, but
right.
When do Pokemon max out like their stats? It's around level 12,
15,
isn't it?
15.
No, but I thought like stat changes
no.
to HP
it
or
goes all the way
something
up,
maxed out at 12.
all the way up to level 15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you never stop getting stronger until you hit max level. But again, in a MOBA, that's inexcusable because MOBAs more than almost any other genre, except maybe like CSGO FPSs, where you need as much information to make informed decisions. I need to know, all right, so if Pyro Ball does more damage now than fucking Blaze Kick, okay, how much more? And what's the score?
They're not gonna show you the score, bro. They don't want it.
So
I think they I don't know, they want it to be like Splatoon, I guess, for like
no. What's crazy is in the alpha they have the score.
You can guess if you're
in the alpha. The score was there. The score is in the goddamn intro of the game. There's a big ass scoreboard.
Sure, you're right.
Like this. What makes me mad, the most mad, is that it was there, and then they took it out.
That's weird.
Like because some chuckle fuck over there was like, yeah, guys, they don't even really need to know. Like, what is going on?
On ranked, they should show it.
Yeah,
on standard, whatever.
I agree.
Yeah, like standard, whatever. Make it like, you know, the average, like the standard style. Like you have a bit of like, oh shit, who is winning? But like, in ranked, it should definitely like show the score,
It's
so
like
that you
no
know
harm
exactly
in
what
showing
to
it
do.
either way.
I think the
Yeah, I
main
agree.
reason they're doing that though
It
is
would
because
help, though.
I mean, I've even seen in a few matches that I've played where like very early on you'll get people trying to surrender when like you're not even close to wanting to
that's
surrender.
that's just a very
Yeah.
recent thing. People just surrender out really fast now. Like the second they feel behind, they just give up. And
But that's
just-
why I'm wondering
Yeah,
if like
but
maybe
that's literally
scoreboard-
every MOBA of all
Yeah.
time ever.
the,
that's a
the
MOBA
second the
thing.
surrender button is available, and you like people will just surrender. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is why
Before
Dota
people
doesn't
just
have
didn't
one.
know where it was. Like it was convoluted to get to it. But now people
And now
realize they will
everybody
just
knows,
surrender.
yeah.
Yeah, it's annoying for late game because like late game there are times where even if you don't get the Zapdos, if you knew the exact score, you could be like, okay, just run to their base and score your points,
Sure.
or knowing if you got a defend or not. Like it could definitely help seeing the score. I know it's weird.
So then obviously like it's better to play in a team than it is to go solo on your
100%.
ranking. Like yeah.
'Cause
Absolutely.
Not only is it a MOBA, but it's also one that is very much aimed at kids. So you're gonna get people in your games that don't know what they're doing. They're gonna go to the wrong lane, and then that can just screw someone up and costly lose the entire game off of that. So yes.
It's inexcusable, to be honest. Like there's no, it's the most frustrating part of this game, because again, it's like if you were playing Smite, you didn't know how much gold you had, or you're playing League and you don't know how many towers you've killed. Like what are we doing?
So, like,
Okay,
while you're on that topic, I have a question because I still don't understand this. However many days into the game we are, how the heck does like the Aeon Energy loot box work? I still have like no idea.
You
I'm
mean the
getting like
RNG thing that gives you free shit?
The little
yeah,
gotcha thing.
like what is that? Is that
Okay, so you get random shit by playing games, and you'll get Aeon Energy as you continue on, but there's a cap. There's a lot of people don't know. There's not only a cap on that, on how many times you can pull, but there's also a cap on how much gold you can get.
Yep.
So
like
there's
per day or
per week.
per week? Okay.
So there's a cap on gold, and because we always have to remember that this is a mobile game. Like, so because it's a mobile game, they're gonna put those paywalls there to incentivize mobile players to spend buku money for mobile shit.
Of course.
So they cap that, and they cap the gold. But the Aeon shit, you just play and you pull, and it will pull from a random pool of cosmetics that you can buy, or it'll pull from like just a bunch of like random coins. It'll just pull random items, and you can do it like I think 3 or 4 times.
Speaking of
But then
buy,
the
we talked about
question
how
that I
they,
have though is like, are you just getting that through playing and you're getting
Yes.
the energy after the match? Because
Yes,
after a
then
match.
how the heck? What's like the extra energy tank thing then? Where like you get an
You
extra
can
energy
just-
tank and then does that just mean you get an extra pull?
No, I think you can just stock up or get something. I don't know.
You
what
get
it
to
is.
Well,
the
no,
core.
no, there's
You get to
two.
the cap faster.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
Yeah, that-
let's. I was gonna say like, what do you think about obviously like the big one in the room, which is Zapdos? Like, what do they do about Zapdos?
Either
Zapdos-
they gotta get rid of Zapdos, delete him from the game, or double points needs to be lowered.
Yeah, Zapdos is actually not it's not the problem I have. The problem that I have is the double points. The double points I think is more unbalanced than the Zapdos, because if you guys look at the picture I posted earlier, you scroll up,
Yeah.
we lost Zapdos that fight. We had 0 points until 2 minutes, and we still won.
I'm assuming
And
the
why did we
reason,
win,
like,
Vito?
if I'm looking, if
Why
I'm
did we
looking
win?
to
Because of double points, and because we kept all the turrets up.
Did they
Because
get all the points because of Zapdos' free caps though?
Well, no, we lost Zapdos. They got the
Right,
opponent
I
got
know.
Zapdos.
So
Yeah.
my question then is like, I'm assuming then you all had your points. You were waiting to get doubles. They all ran towards Zapdos, managed to beat Zapdos. And while they were busy trying to run to them, they had like nobody on their own shields. And so you just went in and spent all your points.
No, what happened was, if I remember correctly, and Shofu can correct me if I'm wrong, but if I remember correctly, we kept all the towers up because Shofu was like labbing this idea that, all right, so if I have 80 points on the top one, I can
Yeah.
either drop 80 before 2 minutes, or I can drop more 100 to 120 minimum after 2 minutes. So why would
Right.
I drop any there in general?
we were min
Okay.
maxing. We'd get like 1 gold to like 79, so there's like 1 point left, and then we drop 100 on that same
100.
goal in 2 minutes. in.
Right.
Ah,
So then we did that.
Got it.
So then what happened was that we did that immediately. 2 minutes happened. We showed up, dunked that immediately. And then when we're all already dunked, we just go to Zapdos. We lost the fight, but it didn't matter because we just went from 0 to 400 points, according to this graph. Basically.
Which at that time was already higher than what they
Which
were
is
at.
which is what they're already. So we
Right.
just went. We fought at Zapdos so that they wouldn't shit on us. They got on it. They got it anyway. But because we like traded kills or whatever, it didn't matter because all we did was again go back and dunk on them again. And even in late games, what you'll see a lot of people do, high, ultra, master, is that when they dunk Zapdos, or when they get Zapdos, or even if they lose the fight, if they dunk, what they'll do is they'll have 3 people sit on Dunk Trio and just wait. And they'll just wait for people to pull up and put the double points, and they'll just jump and they'll just jump on them and not let you score. Like the game doesn't.
I really hate
that. Doesn't that like that? I would say one thing that doesn't work if you actually lose Zapdos because they score.
Oh no, of course.
But besides that, yeah, that's you just do that.
Of course. Well, but the game does not. Double points incentivizes you to not fight, and so does Zapdos. They both incentivize you to limit your interaction before 8 minutes.
Yeah, it makes the first 8 minutes of the game feel worthless.
Yeah. So unless you're stomping, which is why, going back to what Shofu was saying earlier, which is why people thought that Gengar was super busted, because Gengar is the best character in the game at stomping. But if you play against people who know how to play and hold their fucking blink and their eject button when you hex, then you're just sitting there like, I don't know, and then you just die.
So is that,
you're like, okay.
Gengar,
that just creates
like
a game of what
move of
ifs.
Gengar? Is it like Hex and Sludge Bomb, I'm assuming?
Yes. Because when you hit someone who's statused with Hex, the Hex cooldown refreshes, and it does a lot of damage. Like
got it.
Gengar is also invincible during that time when he's not there, which is the worst part.
So I haven't played yet, but there seems to be a lot of invulnerabilities in this game.
There's
nothing in this game is balanced. It's like
there's only 3 invulnerabilities.
It's on weird abilities, so it feels like it's on a lot. Like Cinderace has one on for some reason.
When I say invulnerabilities, I mean stuff.
You mean
that,
unstoppable too?
I mean stuff that like makes you unhittable for a brief moment too, like dashes and shit where you like
no.
In the air or
Oh, there's not.
There's none
There's
of that.
not actually.
No? Really?
Oh, yeah. Because the
there's
thing is
a lot of stuff that
seems
like there's a lot of shit that stops you from getting CC'd. There's a lot of that.
Yeah,
But
there's like
you still take
unhindered
damage
stuff, but you'll take damage. Like Blaze Kick is like unhindered, so like you won't be able to stun Cinderace, but you can still hit him. But if he does feint, he's invincible.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Hex, you're invincible. You're on almost not almost. I think it is almost. I think there's like one ult that you're like not CC invulnerable in any way. Like most, like 99. Yeah, I think it's got every other. Oh no, sorry, I was thinking of Talonflame. You can't hit Talonflame when Talonflame ults because he's in the air. You can't hit him.
Right, exactly with flying. That's why I like Talonflame. Yeah,
but everybody else,
why I like playing him.
Everybody else, if you ult. Like what Shofu was saying earlier and what McDevitt was saying earlier, there's a lot of problems in this game that just like, it's literally the game. When I throw a skill shot, the skill shot goes in the complete opposite way. It happens every time. Not every time, but like happens a lot.
You feel like it's kind of annoying, especially like if you want to use an ability and hit like a creep. If there's a Pokemon next to the creep, you always hit that Pokemon.
Yep.
Like it won't prefer the creep, so it's like it's kind of hard sometimes to like single stuff out that you want.
There's an option where you can press A or B.
Yeah, but that's with attacks. That doesn't work with abilities because you press B with an ability, it cancels it.
Attacks.
Yeah, I have that on for like attacking.
Game is dog shit.
I'm curious because
Really
there's still a lot of stuff that I'm curious about. So like, is there a preferred loadout for all Pokemon in terms of held items, or is it like?
Don't get me started on the held items, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I want to hear it because this is obviously a debate. People are like, "Is this pay to win?"
Okay, so let me tell you that like people. Okay, if you're so caught up on that, because I see people do this. Like we'll play versus people, and I'm narcissistic, so I'll look at their streams later. But we'll play versus people, and they go like, "Oh, they must be stacked with items, huh?" But they must be stacked with items.
Great.
And it's like we're not, huh? But it's like we're not.
Weird.
It's fine. It's fine. They say they must be stacked with items, and none of us are. Like, we all have maybe level 20 items. None of us have like paid to put it to 30.
Listen, bro. Whether your items are level 1 or 30, it doesn't fucking matter because Zapdos is right there. All right. Yeah. You get Zapdos, none of that shit matters.
The entirety of the game is irrelevant until 2
Zapdos
minutes.
can make anything in the entire game irrelevant instantly, bro. It's really stupid, but the fact that I can even pay to upgrade my items in the first place in a game that I think do they mean for people to take this game seriously competitively? Like, I don't know. But regardless, the fact that I can even pay to upgrade my items in the first place is fucking crazy. That should not be a thing in the game at all. Yeah. That being said, it doesn't make or break the entire game.
Right.
Yeah, people are blowing that way out of
play if you don't have the right items. It's like horrible. And
if you pick so there's a limit to it, right? If you pick wrong items or you're missing good items in your character, you'll do less damage. But like if you have level 20 items for someone who has level 30 items, it's not going to matter that much most of the time.
Yeah, at the end, like it's just like at the end because it's a team game, it balances out with your team and like what you're doing. And you never feel like it's all that stuff like factors together. If it was like a 1v1 thing, obviously like it'd be way more glaring issue. But because it's a team game, like you have your team comps and all this stuff, like I think I've never felt like I lost the game. Obviously, I don't know their items, but it's like I never felt like I lost the game because they had better items. I always felt like it's either Zapdos or like just the team fucked up or all that stuff. So I just think, yeah, a game has balance issues. But like we said in the beginning, we have a lot of complaints, but it's just inherently fun to play. Like the gameplay is inherently fun. It's just fun to like. I think to me a big underrated, it's not even underrated, but I think I like the fact that matches are just 10 minutes, like max.
Yes,
because
I do too.
To me, that's perfect because it always gives you that the amount of nights where I've played like one more match, just because it's 10 minutes. It's awesome because when you play a game like League or something, you're sitting down, you're ready to invest 30, 45, sometimes even an hour.
Right.
You know?
I played
so like the fact that
why is he here?
Yeah, it's like
the
fact that you don't even have to. Yeah, sorry. I was saying the fact that you don't have to spend that much time is awesome. So
I wouldn't mind
like
10 minutes if one, I could see the fucking score, and two, sometimes the other team gets Zapdos near the 2-minute mark, and I just put my controller down. I can't play anymore. There's no point.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
There's a point. There's a point where they have a certain amount of points, and if they get Zapdos, it's literally impossible for you to win.
So my only options at that point are to surrender or literally just put my controller down and go through something.
Yeah, I don't know what the number is, but at 2 minutes, if they have a certain amount of points at a like there's a threshold, they get Zapdos, you probably aren't gonna. You just can't win.
Yeah,
if it says you're really struggling and they get Zapdos, you're like, it's over. Like, might as well.
That's why it's kind of like everyone. You have to hover Zapdos because like the only way you win if they take it is you have to kill them. That's like your only chance.
You have to wipe them immediately because then they're cooled down timers for the rest of the.
I'm curious, and as somebody who like does not play MOBAs, has no familiarity with League at all, is there like a Zapdos equivalent in League?
Nothing like Zapdos.
Nothing like
there's no Zapdos equivalent in any fucking game, bro. There's nothing in any other MOBA where you get it and the game's fucking done, bro. Immediately.
There's like big boss monsters on the map, but they don't ruin the game.
Yeah, they give you like a power advantage, but you're not gonna
like
just win.
If the other thing I have then is because from the only times that I've played League, there was like one map in League. Are there going to be, or have they said that they're going to plan to have more like regular ranked maps?
Like
or is the Zapdos one the only one? Well, there's two other ones that are in quick match.
There's
what I'm
three
talking
other.
about. I mean,
there's
like,
three in quick match. Yeah.
Three other. Okay, but like in terms of the main standard one, is there going to be more? Like, are we going to have an Articuno and a Moltres?
Okay, here's what I think. Here's what I think.
Oh wait, yeah, that leaked actually.
Yeah, so I was going to talk about the leak. I think there was a huge leak that they data mined a bunch of mods that are already in the game. They're coded in the game. Here's what I think. I think the map layout is not changing. I think that's the layout of the game.
Sure,
but
of course.
I think that because Pokemon loves doing seasonal events,
they can
so we know Articuno. I think we know Articuno. But regardless, in winter they're gonna put snow and bullshit on the map, and now Zapdos is Articuno, but it does the exact same thing, but it's just ice shit. Like,
well, they could change it with Articuno because like the Avalugg gives you like a shield on all your team when you kill it, and it freezes your goal so they can't score. So they could do something different, but they might just make it Zapdos.
My problem isn't even really honestly the 10-minute thing. Me personally, I'd rather have a score like the first person to 500 points wins or whatever the fuck. To pick a number, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, like a score rush.
Score cap.
Yeah, I'd rather have a score rush because now the game can take, instead of always taking 10 minutes, it takes anywhere between 8 to 11 because Zapdos is going to spawn at the same time anyway. So,
the score rush is kind of like the 3v3 map.
Yeah, kind of.
I hate
a little bit. But for a 5v5 mode, let's put it this way, like Shovu was saying, if I'm waiting 2 minutes because I lost Zapdos anyway, just if you dunk, all right, then I save a minute and a half. I'm saving a minute and a half.
What people are saying in the chat is like for when Christmas time rolls around, they reskin the map and like all the APOM or snow runs and like Rotom becomes refrigerator Rotom and they reskin Zapdos to be Articuno. That sounds kind of fun actually.
If you did the survey that they put out, one of the options in the survey was do seasonal maps. So
they should. That'd be
Oh,
fun.
you mean the choose your own adventure
don't talk
survey?
about that damn survey,
You mean the choose your own adventure survey?
Bro, it's really crazy that half that survey was questions that had nothing to do with the game whatsoever.
Yeah, they asked if they should put Pokemon and me in the game.
They made this dick ass game garbage on purpose to get people interested in giving feedback so that they could get answers to questions that had absolutely nothing to do with the fucking game so that they can make money off that too. Hey, Slick. Tencent a bunch of bastards.
Wait, if you take the survey, do you get like Poke Points or something?
No, I was just trying to complain about Zapdos. So
but Roger, depending on what you answer in the survey, you get different questions. So not everybody gets the same survey. It's a choose your own adventure.
Oh,
yeah,
what the heck?
Yeah, like all the people that were saying they got questions about
like I didn't get the question that Zev just said. I didn't get that.
Yeah, there was that one question everyone was talking about where they didn't want, like, would you want to have like pay to win things in the game? Blah blah blah. I never got that question in my survey.
Yeah, they had a question where it was like, it was like,
it's on their
should
Twitter.
Pokemon costumes have stats?
Could you put it in the Discord?
But that's what I'm saying, Roger. What I'm saying, right? They obviously knew there were problems with the game, or sometimes like they put out a survey for feedback. And half the questions are, how much money did you spend in the last 6 months on video games? What the fuck that got to do with this busted ass Zapdos? What the fuck does that have to do with the score missing?
They're all different?
I feel like
depending on what you answer.
Okay, so like because I could take it right now and I could see what questions they give me.
No, that's the wrong tweet. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
As you start answering the questions, they'll ask you specific questions based on what you answered. Like they'll just pop up. Yeah, exactly.
All right, so had a chance to fill out our survey. Let us know if you've got time. All right, let's see this. I consent. Let's go. All right, what is your age? 31.
Okay,
let's go.
Okay, you're not going to do this.
You're not
gonna do it right now.
It's a long ass survey. That's a long survey.
Crazy.
Oh, it's a super low. Oh no, it's already 19%. Hold on.
No.
They got him. No, they got him.
plus
They got him
questions.
covered. They got him.
All right, let's see. As of today, what has your experience been?
Why we're not doing this right now.
Well, what I'll do real quick. Oh, he just deafened. I was gonna say I'll introduce Mike real quick, but he just deafened. So
Yeah, because you're doing the survey.
that's unbelievable. Wow. All right. Well, I won't do the survey anymore. That's fine.
I was watching Shofu's stream when he went through that survey. It took him a while.
Yeah.
Wait, so then I want to ask then, going back to the held item thing real quick, are there any held items you should not be spending your money on at all, or are there held items that you should absolutely max out as soon as possible?
Yeah, there are a few of those that are dog shit. Yeah.
So like, which ones are dog shit and which ones should I spend my money on?
Let me go ahead and plug my video real quick.
You gotta get
the reason
Buddy
I ask
Barrier.
is like based on what I played, Score Shield seems really good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes.
Muscle Band seems good.
Yep.
Oh, and attackers,
Floatstone
yes.
and Shell Bell seems good.
Yeah, Floatstone's really good.
Okay, so I got those four. So what else? Buddy Barrier, you said?
Buddy
So
Barrier.
Shell Bell is
Only
kind
item you
of...
need.
Yeah, Buddy Barrier is like the best one. Shell Bell is
I
kind of
just-
being phased out.
I just got that item for when you use your ult, it does extra damage or something.
Energy amplifier. It's good.
Bro, how
It's
the
really
fuck?
good on
How can
ult
they
characters.
justify an item that gives you a 40% health shield when you ult?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
What is happening in this game? How can they justify a triple knockup? What the? How is Slowbro Surf not an ultimate in any other MOBA? What
Honestly,
the?
yeah, like
Same with
Slowbro
other
Surf
abilities,
Plus is
like,
crazy.
Like Snorlax has a stun that can hit multiple people for no reason.
And hit you multiple times, yeah.
Yeah.
That shit's insane.
There's a lot of Pokemon who have abilities that would be alts in any other game.
Yeah,
and that's why so much shit feels obnoxious.
Yeah, CC is really strong in this game. And because you only have one battle item, you most likely will have eject button, so full heal is like not even an option most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the big thing that kind of annoys me from someone who plays other MOBAs is like, I really wish I could pick my held items at the start of the game when I see their team or something. So then maybe there's like some strategies where you can switch stuff up based on what your opponent has instead of, well, I just got to use this set because it's completely, whoever they have is random.
Yeah, not having any sort of item building does make every game feel kind of samey.
Well, do you guys curious? I am curious. Do you think they're gonna like unlock the level cap for some of these held items later on, or do you think they're gonna keep them at 30 or 20 or whatever they are?
So to get from 20 to 30 is like 2,000 things.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
need
so
a lot of
and that's where people will be incentivized to spend money.
So that's what I was wondering about is like, as the game goes on, right? Like, obviously this is the first 2 weeks that this game has been out, and I'm sure people are already spending money to have maxed out items or whatever. But when the game finally comes to mobile, it kind of just seems like if you're carrying over your save files and your data and all that stuff, that there'll be tons of people who have a leg up who played initially on Switch, that then like when it comes out in mobile, which I would assume is when the game is really going to blow up and everybody's going to be playing it, and you're going to see it like in China and all these other territories, the people who have already played the Switch version are going to be completely stronger than everybody else, and then the mobile players are going to be like, I don't want to play this, and drop it.
Again, it's the thing where like held items help you, but like they're not ridiculous.
Okay.
Like,
I've never lost a game and been
It's
like,
not the
damn,
end of
bro,
the world
if only my scope lens was level 30. Like, I've never done that.
Yeah, so that's what I was asking, because I've been seeing like tons of videos in my sub box and recommended and stuff saying, oh, it's totally pay to win, it's disgusting, I can't believe it.
The guy that started that was playing as Absol and killing people that were 4 levels below him and then screaming it was pay to win.
Yeah, the man got Dreadnought one time and then just said the game was broken.
I'm gonna tell you right now, to the people who said that, they're fucking dog shit at the game, probably.
Yeah,
and that's why they said
there's
that.
no way.
Okay?
Yeah.
You can at no point, because everything in the game is pretty much transparent. If you don't know what's important on the map already, then you're probably gonna be dog shit at the game forever. Dreadnought is busted. Get Dreadnought early. Get it as many times as you
Dreadnought's
want.
almost as broken as Zapdos.
Yes, it's the second most important objective on the map.
Yeah.
Right. All right. You want
The amount of
Zapdos at 2 minutes or whatever.
Yeah,
it's the shield too, and it's just there forever until you lose it.
It's like the level having a level advantage in this game matters so much because there's so few levels. So like when you're higher level than someone else, you will do so much more damage to them.
So it's
100%, 100%.
And again, to be honest, if you really want to complain about, not you, but if they want to really complain pay to win, level 20 is when you max out the effect on the item. You don't get a higher tier of effect at level 30.
Yeah,
you max out at 20.
Okay.
You just get more stats. So you can get level 10 on all of your on the 3 items that you want with just the shit that they give you for logging in 7 days a week.
And then you're fine. Yeah, exactly.
And then you're fine. Like, you don't need, in most scenarios, for most people who are going to play the game, that jump from 10 to 20 isn't going to make them win or break a game. Like, it's not.
It's totally insane that the only numbers you see are on the fucking held items, though.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, right?
I don't even know. I don't even know. Like, is it even worth me having this item? What's my actual attack stat right now? Floatstone raises my attack by like 24. What if my attack is like 8,000? 24 ain't shit there.
Yeah,
like, I don't.
What this game does is what I hate when games do is when they give you, like, if you go into your Pokemon that you own, you can view all the Pokemon stats, but they don't show you stat numbers. They show you the amount of stars that they are instead.
Right.
Yeah.
Stupid.
So bizarre.
There's also a scoring star stat, which I keep forgetting is in the game. So some people just score faster than others, but half the time it doesn't matter.
Well, the other thing I didn't know was in the game until literally today is that you could say good job to people at the end of it and get bonus points.
What?
Yeah, so I didn't know you can do that. It's like buried somewhere. No, because it's like not obvious. It's not just an immediate click this button. Yeah, it's in like some weird hidden place. And then I found out that you could do that, and I was like, "Oh, this is great!" So I've just been doing that every match now and getting bonus points.
I just want to know what else they aren't telling me. Why? Like, it's so odd to me that they're leaving out so much information. What else are they not telling me? How do I know the score at the end of the game is the real fucking score? How do I know there's not secret values for doing other things?
I mean, there is.
No, I'm saying, like, how do I know I'm not like adding points to the scoreboard when I do some shit in game without scoring? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Sorry,
I'm saying there is.
Chat is saying you get points.
Like what?
It's not obviously. It's when the game is over. I don't mean points. I mean like whatever the coins or EXP thing towards your ranked, whatever that thing is called. That's what you get for doing the good job thing. If like 5 people give you good job or something, then you get like some. It's not like sportsmanship bonus, but it's something along those lines. Yeah.
Wait, what are you talking about, Derek?
Sportsmanship
I'm pretty sure just killing Zapdos period just gives you 20 points
on your scoreboard.
Yeah.
But how do you know though?
It's
actually, I think I've seen like plus whatever show up.
But how do I know how do I know I don't get like 3 points on the scoreboard for killing like an Apom and then an Audino and then another Apom in that order? Like I'll never know.
That I don't know.
The fact that we're having this conversation is ridiculous.
Bro, I'm telling you, this shit is crazy.
The scoreboard, bro, do it now.
How can you hide the score from me?
Yeah, that's like the thing that kind of takes me off the most.
That shit makes no fucking sense.
I haven't played the game at all. Like almost all of my knowledge comes from watching Shofu play it, and like everything I know is that the scoreboard not being shown is fucking weird, and Zapdos is busted. That's everything I know about the game.
It's just so I don't know what play needs to be made in certain situations.
Yeah,
if I'm losing by 2 points, I'll do everything in my power to get a bucket. But
Bro,
I don't know.
Sure.
No. The audacity of this fucking game for the opening cinematic to be where Pikachu looks at the score, sees that they're losing, and then runs and jukes everybody, goes to the other side of the map to score because he knows they're losing. I hate these people.
What's crazy is that instead of giving you a score to know when you're losing, what will happen is if you're trying to make a huge comeback play and you're like in an intense fight, if the 5-minute mark or the 3-minute mark comes up and you're really behind, some big ass text will show up on the screen and block 50% of the game, and you won't even know what you're doing half the time.
You're really struggling, bro. What is that?
Really struggling.
I don't understand it.
What a piece of shit.
What are they hiding?
You're really struggling.
Why is this game so void of information? Why?
It always feels like really is like
it is a thing to like steer kids away from instantly surrendering or like trying to
I guarantee you a 10-year-old would appreciate looking at the score, bro.
Yeah, I know
they would.
I agree.
They would.
Yeah, I agree.
Bro, if I'm a 10-year-old and I see you're really struggling, I want to quit. Hello. With that big red text on
We
top.
have to make this all kid-friendly to the point where it makes no sense, and we're also going to throw a $10,000 tournament.
Kids are not that stupid, bro. I promise you.
I know.
It's
kids
really
they play Warzone and Apex.
Kids
and
play
Fortnite.
all kinds of games where you can see the fucking score. I just don't know who that's for. I
Kids
don't.
we beat the original Red and Blue. That game had no. It was like this game. It had no fucking instructions,
bro.
Pretty much.
Right? Why am I in suspense when the game is over? I should know if I won or lost before the fucking announcement comes up at the end of the game. Why am I holding my breath to see if I scored more points than the other team?
A lot of these devs
maybe they'll release a guidebook just like Red and Blue. I don't know.
They seem to mistake making things accessible with insulting people's intelligence.
Yeah.
Like people aren't stupid. Regardless of age, people can figure things out. Like,
actually, Mike brings up something interesting that I'm seeing in the Discord right now. By the way, hello, Mike. You were deafened when I gave you a little intro, but hello. He linked to a picture of the mobile game back from June 2020 that had a scoreboard in it. Where there were two
Roger, I told you earlier. I don't. You might not have heard of me, but
that's
the original. No. This is the reveal.
The reveal trailer.
When all of them were playing it.
Hey, hold on. Charizard had air slash. Bring that back.
Yeah, bro. They changed the move, but in the original alpha that you could play 4 months ago, the score was in there.
Oh.
Yeah, it's even more annoying.
So who's the dumbass that made the decision to take it out?
Who's the chuckle fuck who's out here in these board meetings talking about we should remove the score?
Who is the absolute crumb bum that said we should take the score out of the game? Who?
Who is the knuckle dragging idiot who I hope every day steps and stubs both of his toes because he only got 2 big toes with his ugly ass. I'm sick of him.
I gotta say I've never heard the insult crumb bum before, but I love it, and I'm gonna start using it in my regular vernacular.
This screenshot, like almost everything in this picture looks better than the current game.
I like the point.
Not the physical game. Not the
like
physical
the scoreboard.
game.
No, if you see the game motion,
the timer looks better. Like,
yeah, the UI stuff is.
The UI is better.
Yeah, the UI just in general looks better.
Hey, is that a stuffle?
Like the sneak in a goal
that is definitely
looks fantastic in that screenshot. The game as it is right now, when like some shit pops up, it's like we're super behind or whatever the fuck it says.
Oh, that sneak in a goal isn't in the game. That's like trailer stuff.
Oh, okay, whatever. Okay, well, regardless, I'm still gonna make this critique that the fucking text that pops up when something happens, when like, oh, we're really behind, or like whatever that warning is, looks like shit. Like that text is right up against the edge of that container. There's like no padding or anything whatsoever. It literally just looks like they made a box, and then they wrote the text that goes in it, and there was just like there was a complete disconnect over who was writing that text and who was putting it in the game. Like it just looks like shit.
I feel like they rushed it out almost. Like that text box.
How did they rush it out when they didn't even tell us when the fuck this game was gonna come out until the week before?
Right.
No, but I just mean like the option to take out the score and all that stuff. I feel like that was a decision. They're like, oh, we need to tell them something, so they just made this thing and put it in.
Bro,
that's how I always thought.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I can make conjecture.
No. These people are just straight up incompetent, bro. Period. Ain't no reason to do none of that. There's too much evidence in the game that these people are absolutely insane for you to be saying that shit. No, hell no, bro.
I don't think what I said here that crazy.
I can't let it. What do you mean? The game was rushed out? Bro,
I didn't. No, I'm not saying. Hold on. I did not say the game was rushed. Tito said that. I said the thing War Champs complain about that pops up and says, like, we're behind by how much? To me, that felt like a last-minute decision they put in.
But why wouldn't they just put the fucking score up then?
That's what I'm saying. I feel like they had the score. They got rid of the score. Oh, well, we need something, so they put in this.
I don't know.
But why would they get rid of the score?
But it's an incompetent decision because they didn't even tell us when the game was dropping. So it's not like they delayed it. How can you delay a date that doesn't exist?
Okay, so why do they rush? Wait. That's because you don't. Yeah, it's because you don't know the date. Doesn't mean that there's not a date. Like they have a date already.
That's right.
No, that's true.
But if it's not announced to the public, they can change it to whatever the fuck they want.
Right. It doesn't matter what that date is to the consumer because the date doesn't exist. Exactly. So there's not that pressure.
And it's a free game anyway.
Hold on. Speaking from somebody who actually works in game development, there is internal pressure from stuff like publishers.
No, of course.
To release something within a certain time frame.
Right.
So even though
that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is like that pressure is still gonna exist, even though we don't know about that pressure. It still very much exists to the development team.
And I agree, but my question, I guess, tying into all of this is like, I'm wondering why they chose to do this now as opposed to when it launches on mobile in like October, where then everyone would have been playing at the same time. Because you look at this month, and I'm sure we're going to get into some of these other games later in the show, but like this past month has been, in my opinion, one of the strongest in the Switch's like history. You've had Skyward Sword HD, you've got Monster Hunter Stories 2, which actually ended up being really good. You've got Neo World Ends With You, which unfortunately isn't selling all that well, but is a fantastic game. You've got the brand new Ace Attorney that they finally brought over, and then you've got this giant Pokemon MOBA, and they all came out within like 2 weeks of each other, when for 4 months straight we had like maybe one game per month that was interesting. So I'm curious, like, why, if it was a matter of like rushing it out, or if there was developer pressure, why do it now when you've already got such a strong month, when they don't literally have anything in August and the mobile game doesn't even come out till later?
Because I think it's the what is it? The financial quarter is ending, so I think they wanted to get out before then. I don't know when it ends exactly, but I know it ends around July, August.
Yeah, I think Q2 does end in August, actually. Yeah. Maybe that's why. Maybe you're right. Maybe they wanted to get it. Oh no, we're in Q3 right now. We're in Q3 already.
We're in Q3.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're in Q3 exactly.
I honestly would not be surprised if first of all, I would not be surprised if the mobile version is just a better version of this game. Second of all, I would not be surprised if when the mobile version drops, this game gets like a
huge update.
Like a huge update, but still the mobile version of the game will be better.
So
why do you think that? Curiously,
I was actually going to ask this question. I was going to ask if people thought the mobile version was going to be more or less scuffed.
I think it's gonna be a better version of this game.
Yeah, I think it'll be more scuffed. I think the mobile version is going to have weird like cuts to it.
No, because if you look at I think it's gonna be better optimized, and plus if you look at the controls, like Arena of Valor is a good example where it's a mobile, or I've played it on mobile and I've played it on Switch. They're the same. Obviously they're different developers, but in essence, the controls are designed to be played on mobile. They just are.
Does anyone else's game just randomly freeze on the Switch?
Yes,
yeah, it does.
Yes.
I think Arena of Valor, I think it's the same developer. I don't remember, but I know the developer that made this game made another one. I thought it was Arena of Valor.
Was it? I don't know.
I've been lucky that my game hasn't frozen, but like earlier today, I was playing Pokemon Unite, and during the load-in screen for the game, it was like it dropped me, and then all of a sudden I got back in right where I was, but it said that like I had an error message and I had to go through the whole thing again, and then I actually queued back up to the room that I was in. But I haven't had anything where the game like froze while I was playing it.
So when I say the game freeze, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I've never had a straight up freeze. Like I've had the laggy menus, or I've had that thing where like when you connect to a match, sometimes it just says like reconnecting, and you just see no icons.
Oh, right? I know how to manually soft lock the game. By the way, if you want to know how.
Oh no.
You can force a soft lock on the game if you go into character select, which is already laggy, and if you remember on the character select screen, there's a button that you can hit that shows you a grid of all the characters, so you don't have to scroll. If you hit that at the beginning, as soon as you load into the lobby, your game soft locks and you can't hit any buttons and you can't pick a character.
Oh,
you can get out of that. You can just hit minus again. That's happened to me. You just hit minus again.
Oh, I tried that. I tried everything on my stream. I hit every button on my controller, and I was just it wouldn't let me, because what happens is that everybody loads on a specific character, and sometimes two people load on the same character. So if we both load on Pikachu, one of us will get Pikachu, right? Highlighted. So that means the game will be like, oh, you got to pick someone else because you can't pick Pikachu. So when you hit the button to bring up all the other characters, the game flips its shit. And so it just says, oh, well, I guess you just none of your inputs work.
Yeah, what is this about a hidden? I see in the chat a hidden random select. What is that? Is there a hidden random
at the start? Yeah, technically at the start, it just puts everyone on a Pokemon. Since two people can have the same one, you're all just dumped on one.
Oh,
but yeah, like Tito was saying, if two people
okay.
get the same one, which normally is Pikachu, for one of you, if you look at your character, it won't show an icon or a Pokemon. Then if you try to hit X there, you'll lose all your inputs. You get to hit minus to get them back.
What's wild to me is we've been talking for like 45 minutes just about Pokemon Unite already, but it still is interesting because I think I'm in agreement with everybody that despite like these weird quirks and not knowing information, going back to what Shofu said at the very beginning, this game is like really, really fun. Way more fun than there's any right to be.
And that's why I've got like 40 hours.
I'm definitely going to continue playing it. Like I'm really having a good time. But it is definitely questionable, like some of the things that are missing in this game and why they're not giving you certain data. So the other question I want to ask, and this is more of like I mean, it doesn't have to do with the game currently, but just like, I'm curious, are there any Pokemon in particular you guys want to see added as playable Pokemon? And if so, who? And we can go in Discord order, starting with Coast.
The Elekid line. It's already in the game. Just make it playable.
Am I next? Oh, sorry, I'm not looking at Discord.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Ludicolo is already in the game, so I don't give a fuck. But I think I told Shofu this, and I'm sticking by it. I don't really have a character I want, but I think every Pokemon that's in Smash will also be playable as a character in this game. Every single one.
For sure.
So I don't. So basically, it's only Mewtwo, and I think you're going to be able to play as Mewtwo, and you're going to be able to play as Incineroar.
Right.
Everybody else is already playable, so I think it's free. So I want Incineroar.
Cool. McJareth?
Aegislash.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh,
Mike?
you're lucky.
Does it gotta be just one? Can I do a top three?
You could do top three. I do however many you want.
I'm thinking the Goodra line, the Delphox line, and Berserker.
Oh, Berserker. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. Well, don't we already have?
We got Alolan Meowth.
There's a Alolan Meowth.
Oh, that's right.
Alolan Meowth is already a mob.
Fidel, how about you?
Give me Arcanine. Give me Urshifu, you know, with that'd be dope. Give me. I know Sylveon was data mine, but I'd like if it was like Eevee and you could just choose which like evolution you turn to when you get to a certain level.
Since you pick different moves, if the move choices you make chose which one you would go to, that'd be really interesting.
I think
like that'd be almost broken.
I think because this is a mobile game, you're never gonna get Eevee. You're only gonna get Evolution, so they can keep making them.
Yeah, it's like,
you'll start the game as Sylveon. You will start the game as Umbreon.
Yeah.
You will start the
They'll
game.
Probably be like, hey, just Eevee that doesn't evolve.
Yeah, and then you'll get Eevee.
That makes sense.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. And then give me Mimikyu.
Oh, Mimikyu's a good one. I definitely want Aerodactyl. I think Aerodactyl would be a great speedster. I think Aerodactyl would be a lot of fun.
Look, man, just say Lickitung, man.
Well, of course, I want Lickitung as a defender. I think for sure would be funny. And then I really want Surfetched. I think doing like a Farfetch'd and then Surfetch'd and having different criticals and stuff could be really interesting to the game. So,
what if Lickitung is in the game, but he evolves to Licky?
I mean, then obviously I only stay at level 4 and I lose. That's
all right, buddy. All right, buddy.
I feel about Wigglytuff because I like Jigglypuff, but I don't like Wigglytuff.
No, I mean obviously I would continue playing it. If we were to get Licky, like I would still play Lickitung, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shofu?
The score.
That'd be a great character, dude.
Yeah. There you go. That's good.
You just see it no matter where you go.
But any Pokemon in particular?
The score.
Okay,
Rotom.
that's it.
Zero? Launch Crow and keep it moving.
Yeah, Honchkrow. That's a good choice. All right.
He wants Rotom.
Let me just reiterate. I don't give a fuck what they do to the game, what they add, what they take away. If the score is not there, I don't give a fuck, bro. Put the goddamn score on the screen.
Okay, let me ask you this. What if, even if they never put in the score, what if they did a special collaboration? No. What if they did a special collaboration where there's a Manatan, and then every time the Manatan hits, it goes get hit with all of that, and then they had a jump up, and it goes
I'm not that selfish. Put the fucking score on the screen before you touch the game. In any type of way.
We have a Shoku pack of Honchkrow.
I'm not that selfish. I don't care.
No,
put the fucking score on the screen so I can even try to take this game seriously, even a little bit, please. God damn.
I could not care less.
Couldn't care less. All right, Warchip?
I mean, I haven't even played it, but Corviknight, I guess. I like Corviknight.
Corviknight would be cool. I like that. Zeph?
There's too many Pokemon for me to actually care.
Just one? You don't have like one favorite that you'd like to see in it?
I already have like 4 of my favorite Pokemon in the game.
Okay.
What's your 5th favorite Pokemon?
I don't know, man. There's like 900.
Ghastly.
They have Gengar.
Gabumon.
Ghastly.
Ghastly's already in because it evolves into Gengar.
Bro.
I want Gabumon.
All right, we've exhausted this conversation now, I think. I think we're good. We can move on
Your
from
mic's doing the
Pokemon
thing,
Unite.
Oh yeah, thanks
Zeph,
for telling me. I'm Muriel.
All right, well, since we've pretty much covered everything we want to cover with Pokemon Unite, unless there's like some other topic, I do want to move on to other stuff because, again, it has been a busy couple weeks. First and foremost, while we're still on the topic of Pokemon, if you haven't already, go update your Switches because the new Pokemon Snap update that was announced a couple days ago is now live. You can go download it right now. I don't know what's in it. We haven't played it yet. We'll report back next episode when we have more information.
Well, we know there's 3 areas. We know there's
2 areas. We know you shrink in one of them or something. But the thing is, some of this stuff, it seems like it was in the original trailer for the game. Like some of the Pokemon and some of the areas, if you go back and watch that initial launch trailer, like where you're small on the ground and looking up at the giant Pokemon, it looks like it was actually there in that original trailer. So
Nintendo would never.
Well, I'm sure they just waited or they weren't ready for launch and they just decided to hold off. I mean, it's free DLC.
I'm happy about this. I'm glad.
Yeah,
this is what I wanted. I wanted an excuse to, like I said, I said this for a while. It's like I was getting worried because usually you'd know a few months later for DLC, which like now we know. So it's good. Like if they just keep doing that, just every few months, new area, more Pokemon, please.
Yeah, I would love it. Because I think we talked about it quite a bit on the show when it came out, but like new Pokemon Snap was really good.
Yeah,
I had a lot of fun with that game.
I'm probably gonna get it now that I saw that there's DLC coming out for it.
Yeah, it's really a lot of fun. And I'm well, I was gonna say I'm sure there'll be a price drop, but actually I'm sure there won't be because it's a Pokemon game. So there you go. Yeah, it won't. Yeah. In addition to that free update, we got another free update for Monster Hunter Rise that was actually really cool, so I wanted to bring it up on the show. If you have not already updated Monster Hunter Rise, on July 30th, they added a second Capcom Blab where you can get a Amaterasu costume for your Palamute. So if you haven't already downloaded that, go do that because it looks really, really cool, and all the Okami throwback stuff just looks awesome. So again, go download the new collab pack. Again, it is free in Monster Hunter Rise that has what's it called, Amaterasu in it. Also, is my microphone like being weird because it keeps going in and out?
No, you're good.
That's weird. Weird. Moving on from that, we got an update today of a brand new final character for Street Fighter V, and I thought this would actually be an interesting conversation. Thanks to Viram for posting the tweet in here. But it's a new character. Yeah, I do want to bring this up a little bit because it goes into sort of the future of Street Fighter. Luke is the new character. He's a blonde dude.
White
looks
like
another blonde dude.
Another blonde.
He looks like an anime character. I think there's cool implications to him though. Like,
yeah,
I feel like
though.
it's like his moves. And I feel like they're obviously they're teasing him to be like the Alex of Street Fighter 6, so like a new main character basically.
Right.
And the way he says like, I wish I could be like this person. In fact, he has dog tags and all this USA stuff. It seems like he's like a character's son or something.
Well, I mean, some people were theorizing that maybe he's related to Guile.
Maybe Nash.
Yeah. Oh, Nash. Yeah, I could see Nash. Yeah.
It's more like because they hyped this character for like so long, especially like after Akira and all this stuff. People thought it'd be a little cool, and plus, he's like another blonde buff dude. We have like a shit ton of those in like Street Fighter. You got Ken, you got Guy, you got Alex, you got Cody, you got Is it mash whatever you?
When they want to make an American character, they make him blonde and blue eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems stupid, though.
I agree.
There's already so many. Like, why not just do something different?
What are they great characterization of
that just seems like that's the Fire Emblem treatment, where you always get like the blue-haired protagonist in the next Fire Emblem game. I mean, to me, based on the internet's reaction to this seems like if Sakurai said, "All right, and the final character in Smash Ultimate is a Pokemon, and we get Cinderace promoting Unite or something, and the new level is like a Pokemon Unite Stadium."
Yeah, exactly.
I hate to put that in the ether, but there you go.
Cool,
yeah.
It's just kind of the way they went about doing, because they hid it for so long. They just said up front, like, it's a new character. Then it would have been, people would have been.
Yeah, they should have said like original character as the finale instead of, because like people had like
people thought maybe it's a third party or something.
Yeah, and it seems like him and
everyone's holding out for Makoto.
Exactly.
Isn't Makoto already in the game?
Nope.
No.
Oh,
she was in Street Fighter 4, but not this game.
She was in 4.
People have been begging for her this entire pass, and they're probably holding her for 6. It's probably going to be like their big reveal.
Weird.
I was like,
At
some
this
characters
point, it would be
this.
stupid for them not to do that.
Yeah.
Like there's so much hype around people wanting Makoto that if they don't like reveal Street Fighter 6 with like Makoto, they're fucking stupid.
I'm sure, like you said, they probably are then. They're probably like saving it for whatever the reveal trailer for 6 is, because this is the summer update for Street Fighter 5, right?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming we'll see 6 next year.
Well, he doesn't come out till like November.
Well, I mean, that still stands. Is I think like we'll probably see 6 next year.
Maybe no, I don't think next year, because they
really
they did this whole season because 6 was so far behind.
Yeah.
So I think we're getting like I think we might get like a title screen at Capcom Cup. I don't think that thing's gonna be out for a while.
Wow. All right. That's unfortunate. Something else that's unfortunate. New Fortnite characters. We found out that Guile and Cammy from Street Fighter, I guess, also
wait. Oh, you mean LeBron James? LeBron James.
That was an award-winning segue.
Thank you very much. It's why I'm here, even though I screw up the intro sometimes. Yeah, but Guile and Cammy added from Street Fighter into Fortnite. I mean, I like Cammy, but again, I also like LeBron James as well. And I'm glad you brought that up, because since the last episode of Japan Time, how many of us have watched Space Jam: A New Legacy?
Nope.
I have.
What the fuck are you gonna say about Space Jam, bro?
Because I want to
say about
actually
Space
have
Jam.
a little bit of a conversation about Space Jam if people have seen it, because I think I kind of like.
Believe they killed LeBron James in the movie.
It's time to talk about Lola Bunny. It's finally back after
Bro,
all these years.
I can't believe LeBron James fucked Lola Bunny, bro. That's so crazy. I knew it. I knew LeBron was a freak. Skip was right the whole time.
Did you guys see the meme that was getting passed around? There was apparently some like Hollywood writer that wrote a script as Michael Jordan of the original Space Jam, and it is one of the funniest things you will ever read. If you haven't already seen it, just go to my Twitter, scroll down a little bit, type in Michael Jordan Space Jam, you'll find the script. I'm not going to repeat some of this stuff because I don't know when Nintendo's watching, but just rest assured, go read that script. It is ridiculous. Yeah, I actually,
right now.
I didn't mind the Warner Brothers HBO Max like ad stuff. I actually thought it was kind of cute, like having Rick and Morty in there and like throwing in the stuff with the Matrix. And yeah, it was all right. Did you guys like it at all?
I thought
I just haven't seen it yet.
It was good.
I thought it was decent.
I think I enjoyed it.
It was great.
Yeah, it was good. It was fun. It's fun with a group. Like I
It's a
I think because I
party movie
watched
for
it.
sure.
Yeah, I watched it at Discord, like just like out in my server, just like a shit ton of people.
The best bit is the Michael Jordan bit, hands down.
Absolutely, yeah. That was great.
Oh yeah, where they bring up Michael B. Jordan
on the whole world. That was great.
I thought they were gonna do a thing where like they first Michael B. Jordan shows up, and then after here's the.
No, actual Michael Jordan was not going to show up unless they paid him like a ridiculous amount of money. I think he's pretty much done. Yeah, but I thought it was enjoyable. Just like the NBA free agency today, where now Lonzo Ball is going to Chicago Bulls. Happy about that as well. It's been a good day. What else am I missing? Actually, I do want to talk a little bit about Skyward Sword because I've been seeing you play a lot of it, Coast. Curiously, what are your thoughts on it right now? Because again, this is your first time playing through it. Like, where are you in the game right now? How are you feeling? Do you like the story?
I am doing the pirate ship puzzle boss thing. Lanayru's desert thing. I don't know where it is exactly in the game.
Sansi?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm doing the Sansi. I'm pretty sure it's pretty decently far in the game.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, I said it tonight, and I'll say it again for everyone who didn't hear it. But I think this is probably my top 3 Zelda games now.
Wow, really?
I think this has been a really fun game. Music's fun. The design of the enemies in combat in correlation to how you have to move your sword around with the controls is pretty good. I like the design of the levels so far, and the dungeon layouts and all the puzzles. They've been really fun. It's just a really creative game. It's definitely something that's unique on its own. I can see why people would hate it when it was just purely motion controls and you didn't have access to a controller.
I'm curious. Are you playing with the controller, or are you playing?
Yeah,
with
I've just straight up been playing with a controller. I was playing with motion controls up to a certain point, but once I had to start flying, I could not do it. So
got it.
Yeah, switch to controls real quick. But no, this has been a very fun Zelda game so far.
I'm happy to hear that. Anybody else been playing Skyward Sword?
Playing a little bit of it. I got.
Where are you right now?
What's up?
Where are you currently in the game?
I've never played a Zelda game.
I just beat the 3rd area. I think I just got to the area with the squid people.
Okay. So you're just past Lane Eru then?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Yeah, if you're in the 3rd area. It's the 3rd area. It's like the giant desert area. Yeah, well, good.
Yeah.
I'm happy to hear positive impressions. That makes me very happy. I was somebody who loved Skyward Sword when it first came out on Wii. And I'm still playing with motion controls. Just like sitting, playing with the Joy-Cons is a lot of fun. Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about it. I was actually in Atlanta this past weekend talking about Skyward Sword, which is another reason why I brought it up, which is why we moved the show to today instead of yesterday. I was still out of town. If you care at all about Zelda lore or any of that kind of stuff, I was on the official Amazon Twitch channel Crown, talking with a couple other brand ambassadors about it, debating Zelda theories and stuff. And the set was amazing, and there was clearly a lot of money spent on it. So if you care at all about Zelda, check that out as well. We talked about Zelda. We talked about Pokemon. Oh, World Ends With You. I was curious. Has anybody been playing Neo World Ends With You?
I wish. Pokemon messed my time.
Okay, because that's the situation I'm in as well. I have been waiting so long.
I know, I'm with you.
I mean, that game is like, I've waited so long, decades, for a sequel to that game. And now it comes out amidst like Zelda and Pokemon and all of this, even like Monster Hunter. Like, I guess on the topic of things that maybe a lot of other people haven't played, Monster Hunter Stories is legitimately really good. And I'm not seeing anybody talking about it. And obviously that's due to the fact that there's so many other games that are out there. But like, dude, the turn-based combat, the stuff with like the technical and strength and speed characters, having like all of the different monsters that you're controlling, basically like Pokemon, but then the online co-op, Stories is great. And I'm not seeing enough people talking about it. And I do hope that like in a couple months people discover it, because
the thing is though, it's like, it's selling crazy well. I think it's just like a sleeper hit, because it's like, it's, I don't know, like I think it's like one, 2 or 2 million copies, I think.
Yeah, it's done very, very well.
Y'all remember Monster Hunter Rise? Y'all remember that shit?
Yeah. Well, we talked about it even. Yeah, they added Okami. They're doing a bunch of stuff. Well, I think, you know what's probably happening with Rise is I assume we're going to get like an Iceborne situation next year, where if you already own Rise, you're going to be able to, you're going to be able to update the game and get everything. But if you haven't, then you'll buy the new version of it, whatever. Monster Hunter Rise, Flameborn or something.
My problem with Rise is every Monster Hunter game, when they uncap high rank or like the end of HR, when you just keep scaling upwards, normally they take all your previous progress and count it forward. They didn't with Rise, and so all this time I spent grinding doesn't count. So now they want me to redo all that, and all the new monsters are like HR 100 plus. So it's like it kind of killed my drive to want to keep playing.
That makes sense. All right, I think we covered all the major games. I know Chris is currently playing through Ace Attorney. I have not had a chance to play that yet either. I want to get to it.
I'm waiting to play that until I beat Zelda, because I'm
that's smart.
A big Ace Attorney fan.
Well, you're near the end. I mean, at this point, if you're at the Pirate Ship, you've got maybe a couple more streams.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're gonna 100% the game, but I mean, even if you try to, I think you're pretty close to the ending. Well, are there any other games in particular you guys want to talk about before I change topics to something a little bit different?
Go ahead and play Final Fantasy 14 online, man.
I'm playing right now.
I'm also playing right now.
Oh yeah, what you up to?
I'm trying to get my relic weapon, man.
Oh, nice, nice. I just got my 4th stage last night.
Congratulations.
So there's been a lot of. I'm actually glad you brought up Final Fantasy 14 because there's been like a lot of news stories about it, and a bunch of people saying that like they can't even log on to the servers because they're so crowded. So what's gonna happen?
There's a lot of WoW refugees and just people just
Blizzard
checking out
sucks
Final Fantasy 14. Yeah, they're awful. A lot of people are like, WoW is pretty shit. So they're like, hey, let's try out Final Fantasy finally since it's free. Yeah. So a lot of people are switching.
Including you get level up to level 60, including the award-winning.
Wow!
You tried it.
Yeah, I tried it.
He went for it.
I almost died, so that's why I was like. Anyway, what's up, guys?
No, I do want to actually talk about it. The fact that, yeah, like a lot of people have been having trouble like, getting into the game because like the servers are literally overwhelmed with the amount of people that are trying to play right now. But specifically, like, yeah, it's a problem, but the dev team addressed it, which is like, seems like one of those things where it's just like, oh yeah, like of course the dev team like, you know, spoke about the fact that there are server issues, but like the current state of things, like that would sometimes just not happen.
Yeah, it wouldn't happen. That was Blizzard.
Like, there's a lot of games where like if the servers are just fucked, the devs just don't say anything.
Like so, they said what the issue was. They said, oh, we just can't upgrade our servers right now because to buy more servers at the right price is going to cost too much because of the pandemic and everything. Like they've been very transparent.
It was even more than that. Like so, like there's a lot of companies like you wouldn't even get a response. And so it was nice and refreshing to just get anything from the developer team. But then even in the case where you would get a response, a lot of developer teams would just be like, yeah, we're aware that there are server issues right now. We're very sorry for the problem and we are working on it very hard. And that's like all you would get. We didn't even get that. We got like a whole fucking blog post from like the director of the game. Like, hey guys, we're in a period of, players that like we're not used to having. Like usually before the expansion is the quiet time, and this is like we're breaking records with like the most players playing at one time ever right now. Like this is actually unprecedented. We've been working on a lot of stuff for when the expansion comes out to be prepared, and although most of those systems aren't ready, we're going to start rolling them out now just to try and make things better for everybody. And also here's a whole bunch of technical details about like why our servers are backed up, and like they literally went into deal. They like
not straight to cut you off, but I'm curious. When is the update dropping? The next like big one, the next big expansion.
November 23rd.
Endwalker comes out in November.
Endwalker, okay, cool.
I've been saying this to
in the
kind
blog
of tag
post,
on to his
I just want to finish this.
Yeah, go ahead.
In the blog post, they literally say we increased capacity on the North American servers by 18,000 concurrent players. Like they dropped a fucking number in the blog post. They're like, here's how like our matchmaker works for putting you into dungeons. It can handle so many people, and we've expanded that capacity by 18,000 on North America, and we're going to be working to do that for Europe. Like they went into like technical details in this post. It was incredible.
Thanks, Nintendo.
I mean, ever since I've been playing, I'm a very casual FF14 player, but like I don't think there is a company or a developer who supports its players so transparently more than the Final Fantasy 14 theme. Like it's not even just MMOs. I'm talking in general. Any live service game like that.
Not even in game, like out of game as well.
In general. In general, yeah. Like they so obviously care about the people who play their game, and they take feedback. Like I remember in Warcraft, you probably remember when everyone was complaining about like fucking like a lot some of these classes being like absolutely crazy and they're not working. They're like, oh yeah, no, you're right. This is why it's not working. This is what the bug is, and we're gonna fix it. Here's how we fixed it. They're just like, whoa, you didn't need to tell us all that, bro. Just fix the shit. Like they do it a lot. It's kind of.
I need to get back into that game because I'm like just off the start of Stormblood, but I took a break because I burnt through like all of Realm Reborn and Heavensward really fast. But now that I've taken this break, all of these games are coming out on top of Endwalker coming out soon, and I don't know if I'm gonna have time to play all these games, man. There's too many games coming out.
Chris caught up, went through the entire main story up to the end of fucking Shadowbringers in like less than 2 weeks. That nigga's a fiend.
Oh my God. Does he just like play every day for 12 hours? Like how do you do that?
I don't know how he did it.
Beat Shadowbringers.
And he's not skipping cutscenes either, by the way.
What the heck?
He's not skipping cutscenes either, by the way. That nigga's a freak.
Yeah, it's nuts.
He must have been playing 16 hours a day.
You're a freak.
I mean, that's unbelievable.
He told me the other day that he's like, yeah, bro, I'm about to the last 2 dungeons of Shadowbringers. I'm like, what? Excuse me? 3 days ago, you told me you were about to start Shadowbringers. You're smoking cock.
All right.
I couldn't think of a segue for that. I was trying to think of a segue for smoking,
there's no
and I was
segue.
I was trying to think of a segue. I'm like,
we did it.
We
did it. I win.
I was blanking.
One Tito, 0 Roger. Let's go.
I can't do
Let's
it.
go.
I was trying. I'm like,
I know.
Well, speaking of smoking, and I'm like, no, that's not gonna work.
I got
No,
him, boys. We did it.
Bro, Zach is right there, bro. Come on, dog.
Not gonna work. Well, I guess we can talk about No More Heroes 3 a little bit because that comes out next month, and the game looks kind of ugly.
Ass.
Yeah, looks kind of ugly. I'm sure it'll be fun, but visually, that is a nightmarish looking game.
You go in, you look at the footage they show. It's like 10 FPS.
Are you gonna play it on stream, Shofu?
Probably.
Yeah, I'm sure. What else? I mean, August. I don't know. It's weird. It's like July was so packed with video games that it's like we can take most of August to actually relax.
August is the downtime before September and October roll around because those 2 months are going to be jam packed with a lot of games.
Then.
So if you look at September, we've got Sonic Colors Ultimate for Fidel, obviously. We've got the new Life is Strange.
Crazy. What?
Well, I'm only saying
you said you didn't want it. You said you didn't want it.
I didn't say I didn't. No, wait. You're not putting words. You're not putting words in my mouth.
I'm not gonna buy the
word.
Nah.
I said
right here.
Verum 2, yes. I said I'm not excited for it. Never said I'm not gonna buy it.
Yeah, but we got that.
You're excited for it.
We've got WarioWare Get It Together coming in September as well.
Ooh.
Yep. We've got Deathloop apparently comes out in September. That was the game that a lot of people were talking about.
Okay, Roger, you're going all the way to September. You're obviously forgetting that next week releases Marvel's Avengers Black Panther Path of Wakanda. Okay?
That's right. That is next week.
War of Wakanda.
How dare I forget about Avengers?
Thank
I'm
you.
so sorry.
Black Panther being voiced by Dad of War.
Wait, is he really? That's kind of cool, actually.
Oh, that's cool.
That's the only reason why I'm playing it.
Yeah.
When does Mario Party come out?
Mario Party is October.
So
October is wild because October we're getting Super Monkey Ball Monkey Mania. We're getting Far Cry 6, Metroid Dread, the OLED model of the Switch, the Demon Slayer game that everyone's talking about, Back for Blood, which is the spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead.
Open early access beta this weekend, by the way.
Yep, the Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy game that everybody was talking about at E3, and Mario Party Superstars at the very end of October. So October is stacked. Yeah,
Crazy.
Metroid, Mario Party, Back for Blood, a lot of good games coming out. Metroid Dread, obviously.
Many games.
And then it quiets down a little bit in November and December. There's really not much. November, we've got November's all Endwalker, obviously. And December, we've got Advance Wars and Steam Deck. We still don't know, oddly enough, when Halo Infinite's coming out. We don't have a solid date for that.
Horizon got delayed.
We also don't have a solid date for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, but that's coming real soon, and I'm sure we're going to talk about it on the show when that comes out.
Wash all you.
No, we didn't. We got a fall 2021, but we didn't get an exact release date yet. And then, of course, in terms of things that don't have exact release dates, just as we talked about earlier in the show, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Oh, SMT5 as well. That's going to be November, right?
Oh, I can't wait to play that.
That's right. That's right.
That looks good.
And then Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, which I'm assuming is going to be late October, November.
Isn't there a game coming out in October? I think it is.
It is, yes.
What's it? You want to remind me what the title of the game is?
Oh, correct. That is right.
There's a little thing called Solar Ash. Finally, we got a release date, October 26th, baby.
Let's go.
All right, buy it.
It's another good game coming out in October. If you guys haven't
I know you chew on toenail clippings.
Chew on toenail clippings. Ew. It's kind of disgusting.
I know, but if they buy it, it won't be a problem.
Well, I guess that's true. Well, the reason I wanted to get all this gaming stuff out of the way is because Coast brought up recently that he's thinking of starting an anime podcast. And I said, well, why don't we bring up some anime recommendations on Japan Time? That's a good little segue to your new show. I don't know when you're starting it, Coast, but I figured I'd give you a nice little plug at the end of the show this week.
And totally prepared for this, Roger. Thank you.
I was curious, what anime recommendations do you have? Currently, what are we watching?
Damn, it's
Dang, I gave you a perfect opportunity and you squandered it.
yeah, you put me on the spot, bro.
Give him a whole ass segment.
I got it.
All right,
Watch,
Let's hear it.
watch Odd Taxi. That shit fire.
That shit. That is a good ass show.
That's a good ass show.
I skipped that.
You want to give our listeners a little bit of information on what Odd Taxi is about?
Look, if I even talk about it, it'll ruin it. It's one of those shows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, you know
Okay.
what? Hey, watch Megalobox.
There you go. Megalobox.
Yeah,
is a
season
good
2
one.
was good. That was good.
Yeah.
Season 2 was fire.
Has anybody watched season 2 of Beastars yet?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
I'm trying to get into that. I want to watch it. I really liked the first one.
Watch Aruma-kun. Welcome to Demon School.
Hell yeah.
Talk
I've also
to him.
seen that one. I haven't watched it yet though.
And then fuck everything else. Read manga.
Demon Slayer, which
That's
like
all.
yeah, but it's a little late.
A little late to watch Deep. I actually just watched the Demon Slayer movie a little while ago, but I mean, I
It's
read the
very
manga, so
Yeah, I watched it recently.
I knew what
too.
happens. Yeah, it was good.
Dude, everything
Isn't the
UFO
manga
Table
like
put-
really
everything UFO
bad?
Table puts
though?
out at this point is just them flexing?
No,
You said
I mean,
Demon
I like
Slayer
the
is really
manga.
bad.
No, the manga. Didn't people dislike the manga?
Well,
after
people
some
dislike
point?
the manga. I mean, I could speak to that a little bit. People dislike the manga because it kind of rushed towards the ending, but the author just wanted to be finished with it. And I mean, frankly, they got to the story of the characters that was important, and we got, in my opinion, the satisfying ending. But
I don't
it definitely
think
was a little rushed.
I don't
They
think the
fixed
ending
it.
was bad. I think the epilogue was.
Well, the epilogue I didn't mind with I'm not going to say anything, I guess.
Hey,
about
hey,
it.
chill out.
Yeah.
Chill out.
Yeah,
Back
I won't, I
there,
won't.
miss.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure what everyone hated about the ending was the epilogue.
That makes sense.
The
I mean, I can see
epilogue
why
was
people would
whack.
hate that, but I liked it. I thought it was kind of cute.
stupid.
All I know is fuck all this anime shit. Y'all niggas in chat better start reading manga.
What manga are you
Hey.
reading?
Hey, I'm reading Spy
for real, read
Family.
manga.
I'm reading Spy Family.
My
Yes, sir.
Family's Fire. Spy
And then
Family's really
insert
good.
4 other shonens here.
Okay, never mind.
I'm not reading
What about-
One Piece. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay, well, I mean, you didn't have to do me like that. Like, what the heck? I just,
Yo,
Jesus, man. I mean,
One
I'm not
Piece.
Fidel. That's unbelievable.
Hello?
Anybody got
thank God.
recommendations for this season?
Yeah, keep going.
I gotta actually watch more from this season because I haven't watched seasonal anime in a while. I've been like going back and watching stuff I haven't watched in a long ass time.
This
Hey, talk to him,
specific
Zender.
season. This specific season was kind of dry. Last season had a lot of stuff, but this
Yeah.
season was kind of dry.
Yeah, there's like a couple days where there's like nothing new. I think like Thursday there's like nothing.
Zender, right. Go ahead and read Chainsaw Man.
But I like.
I watched.
Yes, sir.
Talk
I
to
watched
him, Coach.
47 last season. That was very average.
47?
I don't like the delivery of that. That was so funny.
Have you seen it?
Damn, 40.
No. The
No,
delivery was so funny because it sounded like you weren't going to say average, but you ended
No.
up saying average. That's why it was funny.
Yeah, it was very average.
Like I say, the only number anime I saw last season was 86.
That's what I meant. Sorry.
Okay, I was like, is he
Yeah,
talking about 86?
Wrong number.
Goddamn,
I meant
47.
86. I meant 86.
Goddamn, 47.
I think
It was-
47 is a show.
it
but I
was-
don't think it's an anime.
Interesting, and then ending
It was average.
happened. I kind of like the
Oh,
back
wait.
and forth.
You guys talk about numbers in anime. I got a good recommendation for y'all.
Let's hear
Hey,
it.
watch 91 Days.
Yes.
Okay.
91
Okay,
days
great
is so
anime.
good. That show
Great
is so
anime.
good.
If you
What
like,
is
if
it,
you like,
what's
if
it
you like
available on?
mafia type anime and just really good character development and like intense moments in anime, great show to watch. I think it's on Netflix.
It's also
Okay.
on Crunchyroll. if you have
Oh, it's only
Crunchyroll.
12 episodes.
Okay.
That's what I like to hear. All right.
Yeah,
Great
it's 12
mo-
episodes
great
and then
anime.
a special at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, this actually this sounds very appealing to me. It's like
Amazing
during the
anime.
Prohibition
It's
era.
very good. It's
All
very
right.
good. Like I'm a person like I like a lot of like fantasy and isekai animes, but like
Yeah,
that show
right.
is so good.
91 days. I will definitely check this out. And I do kind of want to watch this Odd Taxi because it looks like Beastars.
I gotta watch that.
Odd Taxi is
I was-
fire.
I was looking recently at like what changed on my anime list top like anime
Yeah.
of all time. Odd Taxi is apparently in the top 20 now.
Wow. Of all
Odd Taxi
time.
is fire. Shout out
Of
Peso
all
Pete.
time.
Like go,
Yeah.
hey, go, but yeah, go. I can't even talk about it because otherwise that should be weird. But go ahead and talk. Watch that shit.
That's fine. That's fine. That's good to kind of go into something blind. Well, I think that pretty much wraps it up then. I can't think of any other games or anime or stuff that we've been talking about.
And this is Fidel's last show, right? Like
this is Fidel's last show. Yep,
okay, because
so actually,
do you want me to email you my complaint form or just send it to you DM?
So, yeah,
how do you want me to do this?
I'm HR for Japan Time, so send it to me.
Okay.
And then we'll take care of things quietly before the next show, and Fidel will be
I
gone.
have Shofu's consent on this anyway, so
I have to apologize as well, Tito, for your bad experience with Fidel. We need to make sure to take him out. So
that's okay. I just they come onto the show and they start acting brand new, and I just can't.
I know it's unbelievable, and he's the newest member too. And,
that's what I'm saying.
Have him act up like that is truly unforgivable.
He's really little bro, so it's like
yeah.
Right, I got you after the show.
All right. Well, bye, Fidel.
Hey, everybody, in chat, go ahead and put a lowercase f for Fidel, bro. Everybody in chat, thank you very much.
That's crazy.
It's lowercase though, because he can't get the capital.
Hey, Fidel, how you doing, bro? I left them to hang out with you. Hey,
how you doing, bro?
Hey, what's good, bro? I left them to hang out with you, bro. You good, bro?
Oh, you my guy, bro. What's my guy?
You know you my fucking dude, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Fuck
guy,
those
you
dudes,
know
man.
that.
My
Hey,
fucking
boy,
guy
you know
right
what's
here,
up.
man.
My guy.
You still off the podcast, though, bitch.
We're all going there right now.
Why'd you tell him that? You're a fucking demon. You're a demon. That's my nigga Shofu on everything, bro. On everything, bro. That is my guy.
Stream open. What happened?
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh,
I didn't do anything, man.
Oh, okay.
That's it. So that's the show. We'll be back 2 weeks, probably on Monday. It'll be Monday the what is today? The 3rd. Monday the 16th. Check back August 16th. We'll have some stuff to talk about. I hope, God, by the end of the next show, I hope we have information on Pokemon or something. Oh, I guess we didn't talk about. It doesn't matter. There were Nintendo Direct rumors and a bunch of stuff. It doesn't matter. It's stupid.
If you want to know when the next show is happening, make sure you follow us on social media at Team Japan Time.
Right. Oh, we should have actually mentioned that. Right. So we have a Twitter account at Team Japan Time. If you are not following it, make sure to follow it. That is where we're going to be putting all the Go Live tweets from moving forward and any other updates regarding merch or the Spotify stuff once that finally gets working. So make sure to check that out at Team Japan Time. I thought you died, Fidel.
Nah, I brought him back, man. That's still my guy, man.
All right. Fair enough. Man. Fidel's alive. And we'll be back in 2 weeks. All right. Take care, everybody.
Yeah.
The end.
All right. Now we can stop acting like we fuck with that guy. All right, Fidel, you're done here.
Show.
You're fucking done here, buddy.
Hello?
Don't hello me. It's goodbye to you.
You're
goodbye to you.
Pal. You're not that guy.
You're not that guy, man.
You're not that guy.
Bro,
I'm fighting Juice World and Skyward Sword right now.
Juice World? The Tantalus. Tantalus. Yeah, you're at Tantalus. That's good.
Just so you know, War Champ's muted. Never mind.
I'm here.
You can still hear you.
I'm talking to my chat. I'm still streaming.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I've been sitting in this queue for 22 minutes for these alliance raid.
What DC you on?
I'm on Leviathan. That's not the VC. Whatever.
That's your world.
Yeah, I don't know what world this is. I think it's on Aether.
You want Aether? What's your name?
Oh my god.
I'll send it to you right now. Because I forget which character I'm on.